Okay, so guys, I'm gonna react to Animaniacs, the reboot, which is the sneak peek right here.
Let this be a lesson to all. Wherever there is stupidity, we'll be there.
Pinky,
First off,
are you pondering what I'm pondering?
25 plus
Here's
years.
Yakko and Wacko and our sister Dot. It's time for Animaniacs. All right, there's a lot of pressure on our first lines. Maybe something reminiscent of the first season, but modern to show that we're not your dad's Animaniacs. We're back.
We're recording Animaniacs, which includes Pinky and the
Okay.
Brain. And Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Hello.
We all love this show and these characters so much, and the scripts so far, they're really,
What
really
is
funny.
it,
It's going to be a great
Robert?
new endeavor.
Feels good to be back.
Yeah, Roberts, right?
Dot,
Bob
I think we missed our
Colin.
exit.
His name is Bob.
I can't wait to get back to the water tower. I hope my Hootie and the Blowfish album is finally done downloading on Napster.
I've seen this on Twitter.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry, I've done this before.
Really?
No, wait. I made beef jerky before.
What we're gonna do tomorrow night, right?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Try to take over the world.
This is an absolute dream come true.
Totally insane.
Yeah, it's also only on Hulu, so, what is this? Oh no, that's in another video. So yeah, I'm gonna do a plus thing, like movies I thought they were weird. So let's watch that.
Do you all remember that classic kids movie made in the 70s about a pig and a spider?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Charlotte's
Web. Remember how it made us a lot of money? I mean, remember how it ended on a cliffhanger? What was he talking about? I think it was a cliffhanger. I didn't think it was.
No.
Yeah, big cliffhanger. It's been 30 years. Everyone wants to know what happened to that spider.
too.
The spider died, Ethan. Oh, I didn't watch
Me
it.
too.
But you got one thing right. Everyone is wondering what happened next. The first movie wasn't satisfying enough. America needs a sequel.
Yeah, and it's
Who would watch that? And then 3 years later, we can make a live-action version. Now you're speaking my language,
Yeah,
Ethan.
he is.
Everyone else, you're fired.
What?
For some reason, movie producers and showrunners think that kids are stupid
Yeah.
and don't know what good
I don't-
content
I don't
is.
like,
They probably think that as long as a
Yakko.
kid show is a cartoon and it's moving,
It's
they'll love it.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, here's the truth, Hollywood. The cartoons don't have to move, but you do
I
need to write
see
likable
Yu-Gi-Oh
characters and a
all the
plot that
time.
actually makes sense. The only
On the
people who know what
website.
kids like these days are YouTubers. Am I right, fellow youths? Hashtag let Pokemon go to the polls. I thought I had pretty low standards as a kid, but sometimes I'd be watching a show and even I'd think, this is weird. Why does this need to exist? Why are the animals singing? One of my favorite shows growing up was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've
What?
actually been rewatching some of the episodes while I work on videos, not because I enjoy it this time, but because it's good background noise, and sometimes the show will say something that's so stupid it's good.
Mokuba, what do I always tell you? If at first you don't succeed, blast them with your blue eyes again!
I don't know.
Anyway, because I'm an adult, I bought and framed 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And dang it, these cards are too small to even fit in the frame. I don't even know why I liked Yu-Gi-Oh so much. It was basically just anime
Me too.
characters playing the exact same card game over and over. Yu-Gi-Oh would be losing, he would give a speech about friendship or the heart of the cards, and then he would draw the Yu-Gi-Oh must-win card. And most of the time, he wouldn't even play by the rules.
Yeah,
Then rinse and
he's-
repeat that formula for 200 more episodes and 4 spin-offs, and you got yourself a successful anime. I think Yu-Gi-Oh was the first sign that gaming channels were going to be a thing. Kids just love watching other people play games, because they suck at them. Okay, enough about Japanese cartoons. If Yu-Gi-Oh was able to keep my hyperactive attention span engaged, then what
Okay.
TV shows did I think were weird, even as a kid? Keep
Me
in
too.
mind that these opinions are coming from someone who thought the Star Wars prequels were good. So, Misa, take it with a grain of salt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. To be fair, I've never seen a single episode of TMNT. From what I hear, it's a good series, but just the concept by itself was
Yeah,
enough
I
for my
didn't
kid brain to
actually
think,
just
this
watch.
show is silly and I'm not gonna watch it. Like, come on.
Me too.
Ninja Turtles? That's a little weird, seeing that turtles
Yeah,
are
I
slow
didn't
and aren't very
actually see the
maneuverable.
show.
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up!
They're mutants? Okay, I guess that makes sense. And they're teenagers? Teenagers are mean to me.
Yeah, me
This
too.
is where I draw the line. Those are 3 adjectives that don't belong in a sentence together. And they're named after famous Renaissance artists? Why don't you just give them
Good
normal
tips
turtle
right
names
now.
like Sheldon, Whatever.
What
Let's
the
go watch
heck?
a real show about Japanese people playing card games. I used to think that the Powerpuff Girls was a girly TV show, and so I never watched it. But then the
What?
show got rebooted, and everyone on the internet was saying how much they used to love the original.
too.
And all I could think was, man, if only I wasn't a sexist baby.
Yeah, I
Do you
actually
guys
watched
remember
the Powerpuff
Zaboomafoo?
Girls.
Zaboomafoo was this show on PBS Kids where a lemur and these two brothers named the Krat Brothers would teach kids all about wild animals.
Really?
I always thought that the two brothers were named the Krat Brothers, and I only just learned their real names right now when I looked up how to spell Zaboomafoo. Also, they have a website and it looks like this. Anyway, one of the episodes was all about eggs. The Krat Brothers talked all about the different kinds of eggs animals lay, and then the lemur asks,
What's it like to be in an egg?
and then one of the Krat Brothers just appears in a giant egg
What?
and says, it's pretty squishy and gooey in here. And he brought a pizza with him.
Pizza!
I watched that
Pizza.
episode as a kid and had two questions. One, how do you get inside the egg? And two, what laid him? The more I thought about it, the weirder I felt. This is how fetishes start, PBS. Can you believe my brother is inside this egg? Now, when I think back to movies I thought were weird as a kid, the first thing that comes to mind were those frickin' American Mousetail ones.
Yeah, me
They're about
too.
these mice trying to immigrate to America. Good luck doing a 2017 reboot. Dirty mouse-lums. Also, I have to talk about all those bad Disney sequels. They're all bad.
Me too,
Don't
I
tell
do-
me,
I
I
do-
thought The Little Mermaid 2 was alright. No, they're all bad. My least favorite one was The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. I remember one time I watched both
absolutely
movies
loved
back to
it.
back, and just
Hunchback.
having seen the first
I love
movie,
that.
and then seeing
Actually,
the
it's the
opening scene in the
movie.
second one, I thought, what is this? This should be called The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Dumb.
I know those Disney sequels were just an easy way for Hollywood to make money, but think about how much more money they could have made if they just made good sequels. There was this one movie called Quest for Camelot,
Okay.
and as a kid, I liked this movie. It wasn't on my top 10, but it was alright. There was this one griffin who I thought looked cool and had a funny voice.
Precisely, precisely, precisely. Precisely.
However, there's
What
one
the
part of the
heck?
movie, and if you've already seen this movie, you probably know what I'm going to talk about,
Yeah.
where a two-headed dragon sings a song about wanting to be separated from the other dragon. There's a lot of
Yeah,
things
there
wrong
was
with this
a-
song. I don't want to go too in-depth, but at
Yeah,
one
there
part
was
they dress up
something
as
weird.
Cher and Elvis for some reason, except kids who watch this are too young to know or care about these people, and any adults watching this with their kids
Yeah,
are
I
just
was
thinking,
very weird.
this
by
is
watching
uncomfortable. Keep in mind that it takes a team of people to animate something like this. This song had to go through multiple,
Wow.
well-paid professional songwriter people, and they all had to look at the scripts and go, yeah,
Yeah,
this is
this is
definitely a
really
good
good
idea.
idea.
The last movie that I suppressed was Charlotte's Web
Two.
2, Wilbur's Great Adventure. I don't think enough people are talking about this movie. I thought the first one was a classic story about a pig who cheats death because
Yeah,
a nerd
Charlotte's
spider took
Web.
pity
I
on
love
him.
that
Also, I
movie.
just want to talk about this one scene in the first movie where Wilbur found out the farmers are going to kill him, so he started crying, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I know this pig isn't even real, but that scene was the closest thing to turning me vegan. The sequel is exactly what you'd expect from a sequel made 30 years after the original to be. They did change the character design a lot. I guess all these celebrities are still doing plastic surgery. Look what they made Charlotte look like in the sequel. The reason I bring up this movie is because of a scene towards the end. So this one character just can't fit in with all the other farm animals. He's a black sheep. Literally, they made him a black sheep. He was doomed to be an outcast from the start. And then a fox has a musical number, attacks the farm, and then goes after the black sheep.
The other.
White meat.
But he doesn't kill and eat the black sheep right there, no, no, no. Instead, he kidnaps, or sheep naps, the sheep
Why?
and takes him to an abandoned house, as any fox would do.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if I'm interpreting this the wrong way, but watching this scene, I was picking up some creepy, non-advertiser friendly vibes.
Okay.
The fox is basically telling the sheep, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you, oh
What
yeah.
the
I'm gonna
heck?
put you in my mouth. Just eat him already!
Really?
Stop licking your lips! Look what he does with his tail, and tell me you're not picking up some
What
sexual
the
tension.
heck?
There's even a part where the sheep started to run away, but then the fox dragged him back down. Where you think you're going, sheep boy?
I'm gonna be a furry.
I'm gonna be a furry. If you're weirded out by this, don't worry, I was too. And also, we're all done. Those were all the movies and shows that weren't too far suppressed down for me to tell you about. I asked a friend what movies weirded them out as a kid, and they said The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
What?
What are you
That was
talking about?
cool.
That was a great movie. Get on
Yeah.
my level, scrub. I used to watch foxes seduce their meals before they vored them. Were there any movies or TV shows that weirded you out as a kid? Write it down